How would it feel to never work again? In this video, I'm going to explain key actionable concepts and real steps that you can do to create passive income streams that will support your life forever. We are taught from an early age that time equals money. You trade 1 hour and you will get a certain amount of money in return. But this is flawed. In the words of the greatest investor of all time, Warren Buffett, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. In the US, the average income for physicians in the United States was $363,000. But how many doctors do you know retire early? They don't. They usually work until they retire in their old age. This is despite all the thousands and thousands of dollars they had to spend in tuition fees and the years they had to spend in order to get to the point where they could even earn that money. The problem is inflation rate, and this is everywhere in the world. It's even worse in my country, the UK. Every single year, your currency is becoming less valuable. So things are much more expensive. Compare how things were 15 years ago to what they were now. So even if you earn a lot of money, you have to work many hours to get to that salary. And even if you earn more money than you were 15 years ago, your purchasing power is considerably less. The solution is you want to create money machines. We'll call them MM, money squared. Let me show you an example of one. This is one of my YouTube channels, but it is a search related channel. Let me explain the differences. There are two channels, YouTube search and YouTube browse. Browse videos are videos that YouTube are referring to you on the home page in related videos, and these are a combination of your recent watch history and what you're subscribed to. This is where YouTube will show browse related content. But the problem with creating browse related content is that it doesn't really have longevity. Most of the videos don't. If you look, this is from the recent UFC event, UFC 311, that happened last Saturday. The problem with this is all related content you made about this card, it's going to be irrelevant 5-6 days from now because no one cares, especially when UFC 312 comes. So all that content, all that effort, doesn't matter how long you spent on that video, you're not going to make any money from it afterwards. Now, obviously some browse content, how many times have you seen a YouTube video suggested to you that was from 10 years ago? So it does happen. But let me show you the most powerful passive form of YouTube money. If I search something on YouTube, for example, how to, similar to Google, it's going to show me and try and answer the question that I'm searching for. All these videos are what people are searching for. But what makes them beautiful is they have longevity. The perfect example is how to tie a tie. If you click on that, you see two videos, or you see many. But for example, look at this one. 9 years ago, 72 million. Or the classic one, 63 million and 12 years ago. This means that this channel, Math Meetings, have been making money from this video for 12 years. And this took him 5 minutes to make. It's literally him putting on a tie. So imagine the amount of money he's made with that time that he's invested in that video. It's ridiculous. He's made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with such a small time investment, which shows how powerful YouTube is. This is my search channel. So you can see the amount of money I've made in the last 28 days. $11, $12, $19, $19, $19, $19, $19, $19. You see recently $27, $21, $28, $28. You might not think that's that much, but you have to understand, $28 in the UK, in the US, in the West of Europe is not that much. But still, that'll be a big difference if you're making an extra $800, $700 a month to your bills. You can invest with that money. But in Vietnam and many countries in Southeast Asia, you can eat good or $5 a day, eat out every single day. You can get a condo relatively near the beach, $200 a month. So this money, in Thailand and Vietnam, the average wage is $300. In Thailand, the average wage, minimum wage, is $10 a day. So I'm making $28 in one day from one channel passively. But I'm going to show you why it's even more powerful. Look at the amount of views I've had per day. 3 grand, 2 grand, 2 grand, 2 grand, 2 grand. But then look at the last week. That was a day before yesterday, 4,778. Boom. Nearly 8,000. So what does this mean? This means that many YouTube videos that I've created in the last 2 months, they started to rank recently, which you see this absolutely massive jump. So what this means is hopefully if the RPM's good, that day that was almost 8,000, considering that's more than double this day, we could hit a $54 a day in just ads. Who knows? And that's absolutely beautiful, because all the content that I made months ago is starting to rank now at the same time. I don't need to put any time and effort into these videos, so I'm making even more money. The money is going up. The money is going up exponentially. You see that? No time is spent. I didn't spend any more hours to make, let's assume we make $58 with that 8,000 view day. $58. I spent no more effort to do that than when I was making $11 a day, because this is a money machine. It doesn't make a difference the time I spent on these videos. I'm making the same amount of money. Imagine when these days are $100 days. My immediate goal with this channel was to make $1,000 a month as soon as possible. Before you do any digital nomad stuff, make sure you're earning at least $1,000 a month. You can watch my video there where I explain why. But imagine when this is $100 a month, $200 a month, $300 a month, and there's no time and effort required in sustaining this. The beautiful thing is, just like these videos here that literally took a minute and a half, the majority of those videos literally took me 10-15 minutes. Extremely easy. I'm just recording on my phone using the screen record app, or I'm doing a screen recording on my laptop. They took me 2 minutes to make, yet they're making me this much money. Let's assume it took me 15 minutes to make that video that's making me $47 a month in ads. Because it took me 15 minutes, I'm actually making, just for that first month, $188 an hour, because it's making $47 a month. But the beauty is, this is exponential, because every month, if it stays ranking number one, it doesn't always. Sometimes it's going to fall after a couple months, someone's going to outrank you, whatever. But let's assume it stays ranking. It's exponential. It's going to be 180, 80, 366, blah, blah, blah. It's going to keep on going forever. But what makes it even more special is I'm not counting affiliate links. So if you don't know what affiliate link is, and the affiliate link is when a YouTuber or anyone puts a link that's referring you to a product, for example, this Steam Deck. I click on this Steam Deck and there's a little bit of code. He actually doesn't have an affiliate link, but there should be a little bit of code there that tracks your sale. And then when you purchase the product, they get a small commission, maybe 5 to 10%. I'm not counting the possible affiliate links on those videos, even though most of them have them, because you got to look at them every month. There's no point looking at them now. But then if I get affiliate clicks from that $47 a month video, then the ROI is even more crazy and even more powerful. These search channels are worth, similar to blogging, about 30 to 50x the monthly income, because they're cash machines, they're money making machines. Meaning, if your account is making $1,000 a month, you can sell it for $30,000 to $50,000. So you have an asset that you can easily sell to make money. And imagine you're making 10 grand a month, you can make almost more than $250,000, 300,000. So these search channels, and they're very easy to make, they're very simple to make. So please follow and like my channel if you want to see more information about how to make search related YouTube channels. Of course, everything carries a risk. There is a risk the channel gets removed. You get copyright strikes. The stuff I've been making has been very not risky, but that's why I'm creating content on this channel, because you always want to diversify. You never want to rely on one thing. Because imagine this channel goes belly up, I'm living life in Thailand, I'm making 3-4 grand a month from this channel, boom, gone. You have to have another way to make money, which is why I'm making this channel. You want to diversify across all different income streams. And if you want to see the biggest mistakes I made a digital nomad, what ruined me, made me have to go back to London, please watch my video. But one of them is not diversifying streams of income, 100%. But there is a way to create a money machine where no one can take it from you. People think that investing in stocks is a good way to create a money machine. But the reality is, this is not true. You're going to be old and decrepit before you start making any crazy money. This is because the average return rate of the S&P 500, which is index fund, these are the top 500 companies in the entire US, and you're investing in a small portion of all of them. So you'll get the average returns. You're investing into the market and you can't really beat the market. But I think I can't find it here, it's not coming up. But adjusted for inflation, you're only getting 6% a year, which means if you invest $1,000, you're only gonna make a crappy $60 in a year. That's it. If you're getting 6% adjusted for inflation, it's better than nothing, but it's not gonna get you rich. And who knows, you could have your life savings in the S&P 500 and then there's a bad market turn when you're old and decrepit, like 60, 70, and then all your life savings are gone, not worth nothing. But it's better than saving because of inflation. But if you look here in the next decade, Goldman Sachs predicts that the S&P's annual returns will slow to 3%. 3% is nothing. I'm going to show you the better way. This is with something called liquidity pools. This is something in crypto. And the most easiest way to explain it is you're the bank. I'm going to show you a quick overview of VFAT. If you want to know information about how liquidity pools work and why they're such a ridiculous opportunity, you can check my video. So this is the total deposits, what they're worth, $1,000. This is how much I earn today in dollar amount. This is my daily rewards, how much money I'm making. And look at the APR. Yeah. S&P 500 is 10% on average, 10% a year. If I have $1,000, I'm going to make $100 a year. This is almost $800. Now, obviously, it switched. You see it's static. It was 800, now it's 252. 252, I'll show you how much that is, and one of these pools are not in range. 252 means I have $1,000 invested. It is going to times by 2.52. So that means it's going to be 2,226 a year. So you're going to make more gains in 1 year than you'd make in 20 years with the S&P 500. In crypto, instead of dollars that are only just going to go down, the money you earn goes up. Look at SUI. In June 2024, it was about 53 cents. Now, $4.07. Crazy. So you get that ridiculous amount, 2.5x your money, and the price appreciation. Crazy. You can see it's fluctuating, but already I've made $2.34. And this money, anytime I can click on it, I can harvest, I can take the money, I can take it out in all these different cryptocurrencies. This is going to be a bit complicated, but just so you know, if you only want to think in dollar amount, I can take this in USDC, which is a crypto coin that's pegged to the US dollar. I can withdraw it, or I can put this card, put into any cryptocurrency I want. I can put it to a card called Moonwell. Let me show you. I can transfer it to my Moonwell card, and this card connects to Apple Pay, Google Pay, and I can use it like cash. So this money is extremely liquid. But the point is, I'm making $10 a day, $7 a day. And remember, like, this crypto is going to exponentially go more. And I only have $1,000 in it. So imagine I had 10 grand plus. I've been making $70 a day just on my crypto. And this is actually crypto that I'm lending and I'm borrowing against that crypto to make that crypto work for me. And I know this is much more complicated than the other thing, but if you want to know more information about how to lend your crypto and how to use that in your liquidity pools, you can check my video there. But the point is, every single one of these cryptos, every single one of these liquidity positions are similar. They're a money making machine printing me money out of thin air. So with a combination of these positions, you can relatively easy in the next decade never work again forever. Because imagine when you have 50 grand in here, I would be making about $360 every single day. And remember, this one is out of position. It's inactive, so I'm not making any money. Imagine you had a couple liquidity positions printing you money out of thin air, and you had a couple YouTube search channels. You could get to a point where you're relatively easily making $500 a day passively. Nothing, no effort, zero. I know this crypto thing is very complicated, and I understand if it's a bit too hard for you to understand. That's why I highly recommend signing up to Crypto Labs Research. It's a fantastic platform, and it taught me so many different things about learning about DeFi in crypto. You can check all the crazy wins there, and they have a free program. If you want to access the free program, you can do so via the link in the description, the pinned comment. And if you want to sign up, you can go via my code, and we'll both get $50 for free. But this completely walks you step by step, A to Z, everything in crypto, from creating wallets, sending crypto, So even if you come from a complete beginner background, you can become competent. It's really good. With a combination of this YouTube channel where because of the exponential growth, I could theoretically be making $50 a day very, very quickly, I can easily move to Southeast Asia and Thailand. I'm not going to do that. I want to wait until the crypto bull run's finished and then I can move. If you want to see my journey of becoming a digital nomad again, and if you want to learn how to be free, because it's my mission in life, this channel's purpose is to make you free, please like and subscribe to this channel, The London Nomad. Hope you found value. Bye bye.